How are you feeling about your mum's passing / dealing with grief? Okay, I'm not doing this because I literally am crying in every single one of my videos now, and I'm just not doing that. Did you cheat on Jamie in Dubai? What's your body count? Are you still friends with Cardi after what happened? Okay, I'll answer it. Hi everyone, hello, it's Millie. I feel like I'm doing a cooking show set like this and it makes me feel a little bit uncomfortable. Anyways, today's video is going to be me answering questions that I've been avoiding answering, and there's been quite a bit going on recently. Do you want any more cosmetic surgery? I mean, yeah. A little. I don't want anything crazy, like I'm not gonna go get a BBL or anything. Those actually do terrify me. Just lip filler top-ups. I got them dissolved recently and that made me realise that I ain't never going back. I don't think there's anything else. I don't have any filler in my face. I got that all dissolved like a while back. I'm probably gonna get Botox when I'm a little bit older, but I can't think of anything else I'd want. Maybe around I'm gonna have to get another boob job in like 10 years or so when like these expire. That terrifies me. What have I done? What have I done? Because with boob jobs you have to get them redone every 10 years, so I'll have to like do something about that, I guess. Other than that, there's no other cosmetic surgery that I want to get. I don't think that's too crazy, or maybe I'm just delusional. How are you feeling about your mum's passing / dealing with grief? Not great. It's something that's really weird to process because it's something that was so unbelievably my worst nightmare of my entire life. Like my mum used to trip and fall when I was younger and I used to cry thinking like she got hurt or something, compared to everything that I saw and like went through, and obviously her then passing afterwards. It was like heartbreaking. Okay, I'm not doing this because I literally am crying in every single one of my videos now, and I'm just not doing that. Oh no, I just done my makeup. Alright, we're gonna take a short intermission break. Guys, I'm actually not a pussy, like I swear. So that's one of the things that I was gonna talk about. Before my mum died, I didn't cry ever. Like nothing fazed me. I've been that way since primary school, and like even I remember my closest friends in school, like one time I cried and they all just stood and stared at me and was like, oh my god, I've never seen you cry, I don't really know what to do. Now I cry at everything. Like it's made me so emotional, and I can't tell if I'm like that because I have unprocessed trauma from it that I need to deal with, but I'm pretty sure I processed and dealt with it properly, and like I'm in such a good place now, like so much better than I was. But I don't know why I'm so emotional now. I cried over an animated TikTok yesterday, an animation. I just can't tell if it is because I haven't processed it properly, but I really think that I have. I don't know actually, that there are some parts of it that I avoid, but it's because like I actually have to like shut out certain parts of it because it's like that messed up. You see what I mean? Why is it like this? But my brain's not even thinking thoughts when I start crying. It just comes out of nowhere. So maybe I am just like repressing it and it's just like showing up. But I'm not avoiding the situation. Like I've spoken about it with people. I've spoken about it to myself, like thought about it and like written about it. I think it just probably broke me a lot. But yeah, I miss her a lot, but I do genuinely think that she is here with me and just like guiding me through life and like helping me out and stuff, so it makes me feel better. I find comfort in that. I think I'm a bit late processing it as well because when it first happened, like my mindset on it for so long when I was numb was like, she's gone and she's not coming back, so like there's nothing else to say about it, like she's dead, like and what else do you want to know, kind of thing. But it was just a heavy thing for me to process. Like, how did you achieve your weight loss? This is one that I've been getting a lot, and the reason I've been avoiding answering this question is because I'm scared to answer it. I don't want to say the wrong thing because I've gone through my own issues with it. Okay, let me try and speak about it. I put this on my Instagram story the other day and a lot of you guys responded to it really liking what I said, so I'm going to share it on here as well. If you want to follow me on Instagram, you can, by the way. I post stories. A lot of you guys might know about my weight loss journey. I've made quite a lot of story time videos on it, talking about my experience and my journey and my like eating disorders, I guess. I never actually got diagnosed by a professional, but I'm pretty definite that I developed binge eating disorder. I was chubby in 2017. Like, I gained a lot of weight and I was overweight on my BMI calculator thing. I went up about 3 dress sizes. My old clothes didn't fit me anymore, but I was still squeezing into those bitches. I had a few moments when it genuinely clicked how much weight I gained in my head, but one of them was when I was on Oxford Street and I wanted to buy some thigh-high boots, and the first shop I went into was this bougie shop, like really expensive, where the people like come over and like cater to you and stuff like that, and they're all very like proper, big ass egos. And I asked to try some thigh-high boots on, and he's putting them on and they won't go past my calf. The saddest part about it is that he just kept trying, and he just looks at me and goes, I don't think thigh-high is gonna work for you. Why don't we try some ankle boots? Get me out. Get me out of that shop. Oh my god. I was mortified, like genuinely mortified. That was so embarrassing, and people were watching in the shop as well. Anyway, I realized I needed to lose weight, and that's where I developed my eating disorder, because I starved myself. I'm an impatient little bitch. Like, I don't like to wait for things, so I wanted to lose weight and I wanted to lose it now. Like, I couldn't stand the way that I looked any longer. So I just went on crash diets. I made myself eat 800 to 1,000 calories a day. And then because I'd starved myself for so long, but I just wanted food, like I craved it so bad, but I wouldn't let myself do it because I felt too bad. That's when I developed binge eating disorder, I think. And what I do is go the whole day without eating. I was fine, but then at night, I would just go all out. I'd just give in and order so much. But it's not like I was craving avocado and salmon on a bagel. Like, I was Domino's, McDonald's, KFC, anything, and like a lot of it. Like, I ordered the whole menu. And my mind just didn't know when to stop eating. There was some other stuff as well which influenced how hungry I got and how much I craved food. For about a year, I went through that cycle of starving myself, binge eating, hating myself the next day, being so angry at myself, but then doing it again anyway, and then starving myself and then binge eating, just a constant cycle of it. And it's actually quite dangerous. It makes you really hate yourself because you're so angry at what you've done and you feel so disgusting in yourself. So that's a bit of a background of my past experiences, okay? And I barely even lost any weight because I was starving myself, then getting really hungry and binging, starving, binging. But in the past year and a half, 2 years, I have lost more weight than I ever did back in that period. I don't know how I did it. It's genuinely been accidental, and I think it's because I started to not care and stop being obsessed over my weight. Like, how ironic is that? I fully switched my perspective, and just rather than how I look, it's way more important how I feel in myself. So I need to be cautious about the kinds of food that I eat and just make sure that I'm eating healthy foods and fueling my body with the right nutrients and stuff. I watch loads of documentaries, and I guess it's like part of my spiritual journey, which I hate saying that. It's so cringe. Like, I hate spiritual journey. Like, I'm on my spiritual journey. Shut up. The food that you eat is feeding your cells, and you're made up of billions and billions of cells, and they're all working to keep you healthy. But if you keep bombarding them with just shit and horrible food, that's not doing them any good. It's gonna make you ill. Sometimes when you care obsessively about dieting and the way you look, it has a complete adverse effect because the mind plays tricks on itself. But it's genuinely true what people say about weight loss. Slow and steady wins the race. It really does. And if you eat healthier foods and care about the way you feel on the inside, that reflects on the outside. It's a really, really ancient fact. As above, so below, as within, so without. Over time, me just feeding my body with healthier foods and not intermittent fasting or doing any of that, just intuitively eating. Like, when I'm hungry, I'll eat. I don't really snack that often though. That is something that I will say. I just have meals. I don't really tend to snack apart from, sometimes I do, just not that often. It's not like an everyday occurrence. But that's just me. Snacking isn't the devil or anything. Like, you can still do it. If you're watching this and you have takeaway every Friday and you're like, oh my god, no, I'm gonna die. No, like, it's not like that. It's not that deep at all. You've just got to have that balance, like a balanced diet, what they teach you in school. But if you're feeding your body on the inside with the right foods and you're feeling good in yourself, that's gonna reflect on the outside. I do need to exercise more though. I haven't exercised like at all recently. If I did that, I'd have like the body of my dreams. It's just effort. Exercise is something that if I haven't done in a while and I want to get back into it, it's the biggest war with myself ever. It's like, just do it. It's like, I don't want to. That was a long-winded response, sorry, but hopefully that answers it. Oh, also guys, if you want to subscribe, you can do it down below there. I'm trying to hit 1.5 million. We're not that close, but we're getting there slowly but surely. If you could subscribe and join in on our little family, thanks. Anyway, next question I've been avoiding. Did you cheat on Jamie in Dubai? I don't know where people have got this from. No. No, I didn't. I don't know where people have got this from. I think it's because I went with Cardi and people don't often get my relationship with Cardi, which ain't like that. So it's either that people are talking about, or when I was talking about me getting spiked, if people have said that I cheated because I got in the car with those guys, but I don't think that that was my fault. I don't think that that was in my control. But anyways, to answer your question, no, I did not cheat on Jamie in Dubai. What happened to your accent? This is one, I think I've answered this before, but I'm just gonna answer it again because so many people say that I'm faking an American accent. First of all, my accent does not sound American. Second of all, why would I fake an accent? That is the longest thing in the world. Like 24/7, every single day, I have to be double thinking everything I say to fake an accent. I'm Northern, I'm from Lancashire. That's where I was born and bred until I was 17. And then when I was 17, I moved down to London with all my YouTube friends, like Lewis, Call Me Ben, Spencer, etc. They are so Southern and it just rubbed off on me. And being in London as well, everyone speaks quite well spoken. So it just kind of rubbed off on me. But I wish I did still have a Northern accent. I think it'd be so iconic to have that here in London. But I don't know what it is now. I meet people and they ask me if I'm Swedish. And I'm like, oh my god, I don't even sound English. Like, is it that bad? God damn. Are you still friends with Cardi after what happened? If you guys haven't seen my last video, I posted a video where I almost got arrested in Dubai for wearing like a certain outfit. And in the video, I put in the whole process of me not wanting to go into the mall and like my argument with Cardi and us going back and forth, and the comments were savage, like brutal towards Cardi, saying that he's like not a good friend and the way he speaks to me is disgusting and like it's not okay. Some of it's true, I'm not gonna lie. But the thing is, right, he is my brother, like my genuine brother, it feels like. The way we speak to each other, off camera especially, is actually disgusting. Like, it's brutal and just not okay, but none of us care. And I like having someone that I can speak like that with because it just gets my like inner demons out. So I'm like just swearing at him going in, being like, shut up, you're so annoying, like get out my face kind of thing. Like I could not say that to my other friends without them being like, whoa. But then Cardi will give it back to me and it just goes over our heads. Like we're not phased by anything, which is why I wasn't phased the way he was speaking to me in my video. But we've been friends since I was like 16 or so, so it's like just that kind of relationship. I honestly don't think I will ever not be friends with Cardi, same with Spencer and Ben. It's just a lifetime thing, especially the experiences that we've been through and like growing together and stuff. It's just kind of crazy. Anyway, next one. You're pregnant? No, I'm not. I don't plan on getting pregnant anytime soon, to be honest. I'm in no rush to get pregnant because I love living for myself right now, and when I'm pregnant, like that little thing is going to take up all of my time, every last minute of it, and then I'm going to have to wait a minimum of 18 years to get my independence back after that, and then I'll be old. So I want to make my money and do everything I want to do in my 20s, and then I'll think about having kids. Maybe late 20s, early 30s, late 30s even. I don't really care too much, to be fair. I guess I'll know when the timing's right, like with the person, like where we are in life and all that kind of stuff. Worst habit, getting up late. And by late, I mean like 3 p.m. some days. I can't go to sleep. Like, it gets to about 1 a.m. and I find the most entertainment on like the most random things. I'll download random apps from the app store. Like, I got into this game called Agario recently. You're like a cell and you eat other cells and it makes your cell bigger, but then bigger cells will try to eat you. So you gotta get to be the biggest cell. It's really fun, it really is. I'll just have so much entertainment and then I'll end up sleeping at like 5 a.m. and that's me like forcing myself to sleep at 5 a.m. Like I could easily stay up until 8 a.m. every single night in the morning, like if I wanted to. But I think that's because I fall asleep at 5 o'clock or 6 a.m. and then I'll wake up at 3. I don't know why I need a whole ass 9 hours of sleep, honestly, but it just happens. I love my sleep. If there's one thing that I'm not, it's sleep deprived. Like I just sleep constantly. But the thing is, I hate getting up late because I know when I get up at like 9, 10 o'clock in the morning, I have so much to do in the day and I can really plan my day out and get so much done. When I wake up at like 2 p.m, I'm like, day's over, I'm done. What's your zodiac signs? This ain't a question I've been avoiding, but I'll answer it anyway because I find this fun. If anyone wants to analyze me, go ahead. I am a Virgo through and true. True and true. I don't know how that goes. And then my moon and rising are both Taurus. So I'm fully earth. I'm an earthy ass girl. Have you and Jamie said I love you? No, we actually haven't. We are so weird. I don't know, like when I got on my way to Dubai and like left him here because he like just leaves mine after me. I said to him, I was like, bye, bye. I was like, bye, love you. And he looked at me and I look at him and we go, and then I go, because I have trauma. Okay, I have trauma from unreciprocated like feelings and stuff. So I'm like, so then we look at each other and I'm like, I didn't mean to say that. Oh my god, I didn't mean to say that. Like, I also said love you rather than I love you, so it doesn't count, kind of thing. And I should have just rolled with it. To be fair, it didn't really matter. But yeah, I got trauma. Do you class Jamie as your first love? No, Jamie's not my first love. The first person that I've loved like that, like actually loved, like I'm not talking like feelings kind of thing. I'm obviously not talking like a high school crush, like I'm talking like those kind of feelings, like actually loving someone inside out for who they are. I've had that once before, but that didn't work out the way that I'd hoped it would at the time. But Jamie is my first love in an actual relationship setting like this, and it's scary. Jamie, that boy, has seen a side to me that no one else on this earth has ever seen before. Like, I genuinely have attachment issues. It's not okay. I don't know what's happening to me. I'm scared. But it's also so nice because he's so lovely and so good to me. So yeah. I'm actually a child around him, like a little girl. Like, I'll cry when he leaves and stuff, and I mean it. Like, hardest part about being an influencer, probably the mental side of it, honestly. Like, trying to keep up with everything. It's such a fast-moving thing with so many different elements to it. It makes your head, like, very busy. Obviously, I'm not saying it's the hardest job in the world. Like, it's not, but the mental side to it is quite draining sometimes. It's just easy to bully yourself a lot if you're not posting enough or your interactions going down. Like, numbers are a scary game to chase. Like, numbers are never ending, and like comparing all the time with numbers is just scary. Have you had a BBL or anything done to your body apart from your boob job? No, I haven't. I still got hip dips. I got them violin hips, to be fair. But I wouldn't get a BBL because it's a bit too scary. I follow a lot of BBL cosmetic places on Instagram though. I always find the before and afters so interesting, but I don't know if I could do it. I don't think I could do it. What's your body count? Everyone always wants to know this. I don't, like, I used to be okay with I used to be okay with saying it, but then like I tripled my numbers, so now I'm not okay with it. No, I used to be okay with saying it, but now I'm like, it's kind of in bad taste to just go around like being like publicly like how many people you've slept with. I don't know, I just kind of feel a bit weird about it now. But I'll say this, it's below 10, just. Do you believe in love? Yes, I think love is one of the most powerful things in the universe in terms of like being conscious and stuff and like feelings and emotions. I think it's very powerful, and I think love is one of the most important factors in your life to be happy, stable and secure and like comfortable. A good kind of comfortable though, not the bad kind of comfortable where you get stuck and can't excel. If you did do YouTube or social media, what would you be doing? If I didn't do YouTube or social media, I would be a psychologist. I'm almost definite. I think that was a route that I was pretty set on going down. Oh my god, someone said, don't you think your mum wouldn't be happy with how you act now? Bitch! Jesus Christ! Oh my god, okay. That's savage. Have you ever questioned your sexuality? I mean, I thought about it. I mean, I didn't have like a full-on intervention with myself, sit down and look at myself in the mirror and be like, listen, what is it? No, I do find women so attractive. I think they are way more beautiful than men and like way better to look at. But in a romantic dating setting, I'm all there for men. Like, it is, I'm straight. Girls are hot though, I gotta say. Nice. Tell me, baby, move on. Anyway, those were all the questions I'm answering. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. I'll be back next week for a vlog style video, like a week in my life, which I'm excited for. Ow! I just slammed my hand on the table and put it on glass. Or maybe it was salt. Oh, it was probably salt actually. It looked like glass though.